Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Tell you what, at this time of year, many of us are feeling tired, lost, in need of a boost, needing to feel recentered and connected. Well, 7 times world surfing champion Layne Beachley has a new book out with wellness mentor Tess Brower. The book is called Awake Academy, and it could transform your life. Layne, hello.
Here she is.
Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Jonesy. I love
Good
the
to see
music
you.
in the background there.
That's in excess, don't
Slightly
change.
familiar?
Yeah, very familiar.
It's a banging surf song.
It's just a banging song.
Can we just talk about the great surf drought? What's been going on? I was talking to the chaps the other day, and Cronulla way, there just seems to be no surf.
Yeah, well, there's a bit on the northern beaches, so you're just being starved down there. But
It's always this is what happens.
You
Because
say
on the
the
northern beaches, the sand is better and the surf is better.
it's true.
See, you can't argue with that.
You know,
No,
it's
we had-
weird. Your
we've had
sand
to
is
do
yellow on the northern beaches. Have you noticed that? Ours is white.
Look, Manly's white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it crosses over. Once you get up to Avalon, the sand is yellow.
Look,
Yeah.
you know, I could listen to this all
Sorry.
day, but I'd rather talk to Layne.
About
I've had
level.
to go back to windsurfing.
Probably because
It's like
you're better
you're
at it.
de-evolving.
He's regressing.
At this time of year, many of us are feeling challenged.
Yeah.
What are you suggesting we do?
I'm suggesting we stop and take a breath because we're just on the hamster wheel of life. We're getting too out of control. We're losing connection with the things that are really important to us, such as just our emotions, which then prevents us from being able to connect with people properly. Then we become siloed and then we numb or we drink or we just do things that we can sabotage our long-term health and well-being. So this book is providing you with a toolkit to help you rebuild yourself from the inside out, because as we know, if we don't go within, we'll always go without. So it's about helping people boost their energy, their empathy and their emotional intelligence to live a more happier, more purposeful life.
When you were you were at the height of your fame and yet in the depths of some darkness,
Yes.
could you have imagined yourself educating other people on how to find their way out?
No, I couldn't even do it myself. That's why I had to resort to drawing on the resources of professionals and experts and therapists to help provide me with the toolkit. So essentially, Tess and I have condensed our life lessons and they're lived and learned into a toolkit to help people do the same. And we've saved people thousands of dollars in therapy.
You'll send the invoices.
Yeah.
Because my therapy is I just say, get a motorcycle. You
Yeah,
ride a
right.
motorcycle.
Just
You
keep
live
running.
in the moment.
And just get, well, you do, you live in the moment.
Yeah.
Everything for me, and I don't drive a car, I just ride a motorbike every day, and that's my therapy. But also I like getting out in the surf.
Yes.
I like swearing when I go windsurfing because that is the dumbest thing in the history of the world to do.
It
It's
is.
so
Well,
addictive.
But it doesn't always have to be physical stuff,
No,
does it? You can
no.
find your inner peace and all the things that send to you without having to be a surfer or a,
without-
yeah,
rider.
find your
Without-
own thing. I'm not
without
saying, yeah.
having to jump on a motorbike.
Yeah, you don't
Right.
need to buy a motorbike.
What you
gotta
really
find your own
need to
thing.
do is just to stop and immerse yourself in nature and connect with your emotions. But a lot of us are too afraid to even connect with our emotions because they're so out of control. And sometimes we don't want to know what we don't want to know. But nature is our greatest healer. And if we can just stop and center ourselves, take one round of a box breathing exercise, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds and hold for 4 seconds, you create this sense of calm and clarity in your mind. And then that empowers you to choose how you respond to life's adventures. Otherwise, we're always in this reactionary mode and we're behaving in ways that's not congruent with who we really want to be.
And social media doesn't help, especially when
No.
you're talking about siloing, because if you're on Twitter
Yeah.
or any of those news sites, once you click on that, you're in an algorithm.
Yes.
So whatever that algorithm is,
It'll keep feeding you.
yeah.
Yeah, and because it obviously wants to distract you from life, and that's what social media ultimately is this constant distraction, which creates a lot of apathy, not empathy. It actually fuels disconnection versus creating more connection. So we need to start establishing boundaries around the utilisation of our media sources and our connection to things outside of us, and learn how to recenter ourselves and bring ourselves back home, which is just within our hearts.
We had you on the show just before talking about Tom Carroll. He's okay. He cracked his
good.
head in the surf.
Yes.
But then you were telling us this story.
His board flipped and he got the fin right up his rectum.
Have you ever had a similar thing? Have you had injuries that are quirky?
Quirky injuries. I certainly haven't had a fin up my ass, so
Finn Brothers.
You'd take Neil over Tim, surely. Slighter.
double date man. But
As it were.
Yeah, I've had plenty of injuries. I mean, this dimple on my face is actually a scar from my board hitting me in the face, and it split. Oh, sorry, that's the
that's all
microphone. Split my face apart.
Wow.
Yeah, and I got dragged up the beach, and I got plonked on a stretcher I was in Japan, and the sand is black over there, by the way.
Okay.
And they put me on a stretcher under just a marquee on the sand, and fortunately there was a doctor there at the contest who was from Hawaii, so he put a needle in my face, which hurt more than my face place splitting apart and sewed me up with plastic surgery stitches on the sand, sent me home with an ice pack. And then I woke up the next morning with 2 black eyes, my left eye swollen shut, a cricket ball size of swelling on the left cheek, and paddled back out.
That's hard.
Of course you did.
And imagine those people watching that. They see Layne Beachley come off. They put up it's like at the horse races where they go and shoot the contender. I would have thought, well, they put the curtain up around the...
It's like the Hunger Games.
Yeah, it's like the Hunger Games.
If he hadn't been there and stitched your face in that way, what would have happened?
Well, I don't know. I would have been sent to a hospital in Japan, and I don't speak very good Japanese.
Because that's a really nice, it looks like a smile line.
It does look like a smile line. But that's why, coming back to the book, I talk a lot about building empathy, and I didn't have any empathy for myself. So I had this win-at-all-cost mentality, just get through it. And a lot of us are ignoring the symptoms in pursuit of something. But firstly, we don't know what we're pursuing. And secondly, we're pursuing it at a win-at-all-cost mentality. And that's what I had. I was tagged as having the compassion of a tiger shark, and we can't...
Which means none.
Which means zero, exactly. You're in my way, you're on my way, get out of my way. And because I had no compassion or empathy for myself, I can't extend that to anybody. We can't pour from an empty cup. So we want to help people fill their cup back up.
Oh, good. So I'm going to take my sup board and go out in the lineup next to you.
Please don't.
Let's see how that compassion goes now. Layne, it's so good to catch up with you. Awake Academy is out now at all good bookstores. Layne Beachley, thank you.
Thank you, Brendan.